If I asked you to name your biggest retirement asset, what would you say? Your retirement account? The equity in your home? For many employees, the honest answer is something they might not even think to count: their pension. Hi, I'm Mike Worthington, a partner and financial advisor at Stonebridge Financial Group. And in conversations with people across the US, this is a pattern I see come up often. Employees with a pension tend to underestimate how much it may be doing for their retirement plan. Let's start with a hypothetical. Meet Patricia, a 58-year-old director of nursing operations at a regional health system. She earns around $200,000 a year and has saved $1 million across her 403(b) and other savings. She also has a pension and Social Security waiting for her. Here's the thing. When Patricia first sat down to think about retirement, she was focused almost entirely on her $1 million account balance. The pension felt like an afterthought, a small monthly check she'd figure out later. But when you actually run the numbers, the picture looks different. Her pension and Social Security together are projected to bring in about $4,800 a month. Her estimated retirement expenses come to around $6,000 a month. That's a gap of roughly $1,200, not $4,000, which is closer to what someone without a pension might face on a similar income. One simple way some planners illustrate the economic value of a pension is by comparing the expected stream of lifetime payments to the size of an investment account that might generate a similar amount of income. For example, take a monthly pension amount, multiply by 12 months, then by a range of 20 to 25 years to get a rough sense of its lump sum equivalent. For a pension paying $2,500 a month, that framework might suggest a lump sum value comparable to between $6,000 and $700,000 sitting in an account. That's simply one way to visualize the benefit, not a guarantee of what any specific pension is worth, and not a substitute for your plan's actual projections. Put another way, Patricia's afterthought may be functioning like a second, meaningfully sized income source. One she doesn't have to actively manage or invest, and one that's generally designed to continue for as long as she lives. So why does this matter beyond the math? Because once you see your pension as a real, load-bearing piece of your retirement, not a footnote, a few things can shift. First, some retirees find they don't need to close as large a gap with their own savings, since the pension is already covering a meaningful share of expenses. Second, some planners think about a pension as functioning somewhat like the bond portion of a portfolio, a steadier, more predictable piece. That may allow some retirees to consider a bit more growth exposure elsewhere in their portfolio, depending on their goals and risk tolerance. This is a general concept and not a recommendation for any individual. The right mix always depends on your full financial picture. Third, having that income floor may allow some retirees to hold off on drawing from other retirement accounts a little longer, potentially allowing for more growth. Here's where it gets more complicated, and where a lot of hospital employees run into a decision they can't take back. At some point, you'll likely be asked to choose how your pension gets paid out. Common options can include a single life payout, which may offer a higher monthly amount but typically stops at your passing. A joint life payout, which usually provides less per month but can continue for a surviving spouse. Or, in some plans, a lump sum option that offers flexibility but shifts the investment responsibility to you. There's no one-size-fits-all answer here. It can depend on your health, your spouse's health and income sources, and your broader financial plan. And once it's made, it's typically not something you can undo. For many employees, this decision usually doesn't happen in isolation. It sits alongside Social Security, your 403(b), and in some cases a 457 plan. How those pieces work together is often where a real conversation with a planner can be most useful. For example, helping clarify how each source of income is projected to interact with the others. Especially since navigating investment choices within your specific employer's plan can look quite different compared to a typical workplace retirement account. So, if there's one takeaway, don't let your pension sit in the background of your planning. It may be worth just as much attention as the number on your retirement statement. If you'd like to talk through how your own pension fits into your plan, feel free to reach out through the link in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.